I'm assuming that it will be a much better report card than last semester's.
Oh, I'm assuming the same thing.
Push him out! Shove him out! Way out! Push him out! Shove him out! Way! Let's go!
Most people don't realize that The Cosby Show was embedded with a command.
Its 8-year run on NBC, The Cosby Show has left an overwhelming legacy of popular and critical acclaim. Though its social legacy is less obvious, that phase of the debate gathered steam this week with the release of some controversial conclusions drawn by a study funded by Cosby himself.
And so the command of this show is Bill Cosby.
Good news is we found unprecedented levels of affection for the show amongst both black and white audiences. I mean, this for white people was the first time that they had really been able to invite a TV family into their homes and really welcome them and really identify with them.
Anybody home?
This is what Theo's wearing to the graduation.
He's wearing a dress.
We're still short 3 tickets.
That's right, I got beach chairs here for everybody. Everybody raise your binoculars.
In this video, I'm going to show you 2 words as symbols that have a deeper meaning than you probably expected. And I'm going to start with iOS.
iOS was first revealed in 2007 and has arguably become the most influential operating system in history. Before it existed, mobile phone software was cumbersome, complicated, and visually unappealing. But after its debut, the concept of a smartphone was completely redefined, with a touch-based operating system taking precedent over physical buttons. The influence of iOS rippled across countless industries, from tablets to watches to cars and even refrigerators.
People recognize this suffix as a symbol that relates to updates, and an update is just a transfer of information. What's important to know about this is when people usually communicate with others about an update, it's usually personal, from someone who knows you.
I was already planning on leaving you.
Oh,
And you knew that.
Do
That's why
tell.
you hurried up
Do
and
tell.
left.
Do tell.
I already told you that, though. I told you in front of you. It's getting closer to that point where I'm getting ready to leave you.
So when was
I told you that
so
in
when
front
was
of
you
you.
planning on leaving me?
It was going to be this year.
It was gonna be this year,
Absolutely.
but I left before you did.
Yeah, because you knew better.
Oh, you salty.
Yeah, that was your way.
You're salty.
No, I'm not. So for what?
You're
For you?
salty.
Oh, you didn't know?
And so one person speaks, and then so does the other. It's a mutual exchange. But when you get a software update, do you take that into account? That you are also exchanging information.
You've got to start with the customer experience and work backwards to the technology. You can't start with the technology and try to figure out where you're going to try to sell it.
And so that brings us to the meaning of iOS, which is the plural form of I.O.
Spanking, 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 spanking. Got it? Spanking. Y'all gonna get a good spanking.
If you were just receiving information from one party only, it will be called a download. In Latin, it means yes, and in Greek, it signifies an agreement of that which belongs to another. It is also the abbreviation of Iowa, which is a self-declaration in broken English as Iowa or IOA. It's also a socioeconomic classification in terms of marketing, which is a framework created for the sharing of individuals in the economy. Sharing, as in an apportionment, is to give a portion of something to another. To use, occupy, or enjoy jointly. And in terms of status, within this marketing framework, psychologically speaking, a socioeconomic status is the position of an individual or group of individuals on the socioeconomic scale. which is determined by a combination of social and economic factors, such as income, amount and kind of education, type and prestige of occupation, place of residence, and, in some societies or parts of society, ethnic origin or religious background. Socioeconomic status often reveal inequities in access to resources, as well as systematic control over privilege, and it directs behind the scenes who should hold positions of power. Here is an example of the framework. IOA. So, the information that you present during an update is what is used to advertise to you accordingly. And so that brings us to the second term of this video, PayPal. This service that we are all familiar with allows you to send and receive money, and it is also used to pay invoices, which are known as bills.
Papal bulls and doctrines that was used for the age of discovery. In other words, it is what allowed Spain and Portugal to have the Kingdom of Castile and the Portuguese kingdoms to split what we now know as the New World. And so when you look at that particular papal bull, it is important to understand that anything that you find in the mainlands and islands and the rivers and everything, you have the right to acquire under the name of God.
Papal bulls.
But a guy's skill will overmatch your inability to comprehend.
We took our cameras and the terms and conditions paperwork. The signature is at the back. So I'll give you a pen and ask people to sign it.
I'm going to pretty much trust that it's not signing away my firstborn or anything.
The hesitation justified. The story we are covering is about how people don't read the fine print.
We've got the box of props. Once these people sign the contract, they're going to put on a show for us.
With our attorney's permission, we added extra lines to these 12 pages. Whoever signs agrees to sing Whitney Houston's version of I Will Always Love You while wearing a Santa hat, shave your head with the TMJ4 logo on the side, give TMJ4 custody of your children and pets. Every,
And then just sign here? Yep.
singles.
Okay.
One, here's a pen of,
Okay, we'll be quick.
them,
Do you want me to date it or no?
Sure.
signed.
This is a papal bull. This word bull is actually the early term for bills. A bull is something that once it sees red, it charges. And this is the same for products and services. Once you are in agreement with the terms and conditions involved, you are charged. And so that's what a bill is. It's an affirmation between two or more parties of what's my word versus yours through a declaration in writing. And so this is a bit of information that people may not have been aware of. How many of the terms that we use today are actually reconditioned from something that we have used in the past. If you guys want to have a name decoded, your name, someone else's name, for research purposes or relationship compatibility, it can even tell you if you're in the right career. If you are interested, check out the information in the description down below.